This boy, Hanzo, from the Overwatch, and a ranged assassin I'm actually enjoying lately. Uh, Compared to some others I've just always kind of enjoyed. Hello. Hello. Probably some others. Yeah, sure. Hello. Did I point you out? Hello. Hanzo I've not always enjoyed, but I enjoy him now. Let's talk about him. I mean, I don't have things to say immediately. Let's just start talking about what's in his kit, and then I can start talking. All right, let's go. Let's start with his Q. Well, let's start with his concept. First of all, this guy's a ninja archer. You ever play Final Fantasy Tactics and you give equipped crossbow, the equipped crossbow support ability to a ninja, and then they can start shooting with both hands. That's like Vala actually. It's actually like Vala. I don't even know if you can do double equipped crossbow, dual wielding equipped crossbows in Final Fantasy Tactics. I'm gonna have to experiment, but not now, because now we're talking about Hanzo. That's a digression. Anyway, so yeah, that's his concept. He's a ninja archer, which okay, kind of cool, kind of fucking cool. Not gonna lie. Is it for 13-year-old boys? Yes. Is there a 13-year-old boy that still lives in me? Absolutely. He's just less racist now, that's all. Anyway, let's talk about his abilities. Finally. Stormbow. Low mana, costs 20 mana, 4-second cooldown, short cooldown. We charge an arrow, and it deals 291 damage to the first enemy hit. Its range increases the longer it's channeled. Just a poke ability. Range poke ability, very simple, but it's also a big part of your damage, is hitting this skill shot. Yep, nothing else to say. It's quite slow to channel, sort of, so it's not too hard to hit compared to, like, I don't know, a Hungering Arrow from Vala. There's a lot more thought to it. But also you want to launch him out as often as possible to maximize your damage. You know, that's something more to think about when you're really practicing Hanzo as opposed to just playing him. When you're just playing him, just try to hit your Qs whenever you can. That's all, buddy. Then we got Scatter Arrow. Did not understand this ability at first, but I think I get it now. I thought it was like Vala's multi-shot, because the art's kind of similar. Sort of-ish, maybe. Not that much. So we fire an arrow that deals 88 damage to the first enemy hit, which is not anything, but if it collides with terrain or structures, it splits into 5 arrows that travel extra distance and ricochet up to 4 additional times and deal 88 damage to the first enemy hit. That's what you want. You want to bounce this thing off walls, structures, terrain, anything you can find to make more arrows to do all sorts of shit. This one's hard to explain if you haven't seen it, but as soon as you see it, you'll get the idea. You'll understand how it works. If not the practical execution, it feels like you're playing pool actively in the middle of a fucking firefight when you're playing Hanzo, so that's certainly interesting. Certainly interesting. Anyway, Sonic Arrow, 20-second cooldown. This is an 8-second cooldown, 50 mana. These are your damage abilities. Then we have Sonic Arrow. Fire an arrow that grants vision in a large area for 5 seconds. Enemies inside are revealed for 1 second. And if it lands directly on an enemy... it deals 165 damage to them and follows them as they move. So, yeah, not much else to say about this. It's a reveal ability, and it gives Hanzo a little bit of extra safety. Speaking of safety, his trait is natural agility, 25 seconds, jump over unpathable terrain or structures up to a maximum range. Don't know what that last part means, but just jump over terrain or structures, that makes sense. There is a certain Oh, up to maximum range is probably like referring to there's a certain size of structure that you can't just jump over. There's walls that are thick enough that you can't leap over them. It's not a clear wall, but there's a it's a good way of getting away from things certainly. Um, Much like his brother Genji, this has been his escape trait has been nerfed. This used to be a shorter cooldown if I remember correctly, and it is now 25 seconds, which is pretty long, but uh, when you're playing against Hanzo, it feels like it is up 100% of the time. So I think it's fine where it is. Like, this is such a strong escape that I'm okay with it being this way. Especially because there's ways to, reduce the cooldown of it by 10 seconds by hitting a skill shot. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. Also, here, we'll get into it. The other big change for Hanzo is that Scatter Arrow used to be the most busted fucking PvE ability in the game, and the reason for that is because they would pick up this, that, and that. So this gives you extra arrows when you hit... Okay, so you have to hit a hero with multiple arrows from one scatter arrow shot 20 times. And then you get extra arrows at the end of it. Then you deal 100% more damage to minions, mercs, and monsters. Then you get cooldown reduction from basic attacking heroes. Big cooldown reduction, 3 seconds. Like, it's big. 2 auto attacks reduces this cooldown from 8 to 2. This used to not be against heroes. It used to be against anything. Do you see what the problem is? Like, the amount of damage that this shit did to bosses, and especially to the Immortal on Battlefield of Eternity, made this man a compulsory first ban or first pick. I remember I was watching an HGC match, which I didn't actually do very much, so I don't know why I remember this so much, but the commentators were just like, is Hanzo gonna get through? Is Hanzo gonna get through in the ban phase? And they go through their bans, and Hanzo doesn't go through. Hanzo doesn't get banned. He goes through. The first team that picks just is immediately like, okay, Hanzo. Yeah. And then they win because, like, all they had to do was just play safe, and Hanzo would solo the Immortal in, like, I don't know, almost as quick as a team would do it. Of course, that's hyperbole, but he was insane. Like, you think fucking Greymane is good? You think Vala is good? You think Artanis is good? They are babies versus what Hanzo did, alright? Babies. So they nerfed that, so now Hanzo just can't sit there soloing the Immortal at such a pace that he did. He has to attack enemy heroes to do that, which makes the whole thing of soloing it kind of a moot point, doesn't it? It's a good nerf. It still means there's a lot of poke damage you can do with a build like that, but it's not quite as crazy. Yeah, I'm sure there's been a bunch of numbers tweaks, but Hanzo hasn't really gotten a rework, as it were. He's kind of the same dude, and as being the same dude, he's got the same 3 builds. Char's Q build, his W build, his auto attack build. Simple as that. Let's talk about it. His Q build is about hitting every hero, then he increases damage and range, and then just kind of, doing auto attacks and arrows in tandem with each other, and just doing a lot of very good single target damage. His W build is about doing just big amounts of spread damage, poke damage, being very oppressive, and potentially speccing into a lot of boss control, specifically, or camp control, if you so desire, because this does do a lot of that. And then auto attack build, I don't know what auto attack build is about. I don't get it. Like, it's kind of cool when you can get the increased attack speed, but as you can see here, you lose stacks and you lose your attack speed gain, which just feels crappy. It feels really crappy. When it's on, it's on. When it's off, it feels like shit. You feel like you're in, like, baby mode. I don't even know. It just doesn't feel good. And also this is weird as a like these are all PvE talents. Like this does AoE damage upon hitting a minion or a monster. This does that. And this like kills a minion instantly and increases Hanzo's attack range. It's weird. I guess it's meant to make it so that you can trade into enemies and poke them down and get stacks for redemption, I guess. It certainly doesn't feel like we have good wave clear with this. Speaking of wave clear, I think like 9 times out of 10 I pick this just because having some wave clear on this guy is great because he doesn't have any otherwise. These are all, I guess, like, I hate to say it, situational. And this is good with Stormbow. This is great with Scatter Arrow, and this is, you know, yeah, these are all pretty good. I don't have any problem with any of them. I think his talent tree is pretty good, all things considered. He has some amazing abilities at level 20, like a global. Like he fires his... Oh, let's talk about his heroics. Alright, Dragon Arrow. This is, I think, the better one. I think most people agree. He fires a missile. I'm going to call it an arrow. And it explodes upon contact with an enemy hero. This goes across the whole battlefield. If it travels a certain amount of distance, the damage is increased to 1.25, and after traveling a long distance, the damage is increased further, and the stun duration goes to 2 seconds, which is a pretty big stun. I mean, that's half of an ETC mosh pit, let's be real here. A very good Dragon's Arrow makes a game, honestly. Or, not a game, then a team fight. Certainly. Can definitely sway a team fight. They don't clarify what short distance, medium distance, and long distance is, but you don't have to worry about that, I guess. Even firing this thing at close range is very effective sometimes if you can hit enough people. And sometimes you only have to hit one. It's a great heroic. Just a reliable stun is... I mean, come on. Versus Dragon Strike, which used to be Garbo, but is now not Garbo. For a few reasons. Because there's increased damage to enemies who are at the center of this thing. And also its cooldown is pretty short at just a minute. Yeah, it's a good zoning tool, I'll give it that, and it does move very slowly and can definitely hurt people if they get stuck in it. But never been as into it. But it does have an upgrade at level 20 that reduces the cooldown just amazingly. Hitting a hero with Stormbow, Scatter Arrow, or basic attacks reduces the cooldown of Dragon Strike by 4. Jesus. Like, wow. It's not out of the question to see 2 Dragon Strikes in a single team fight, is all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, I guess, like, the changes to his W, especially this talent, his natural agility and Dragon Strike have been the big things with this guy. Other than that, I guess they haven't had a ton of problems. Playing against him can be very oppressive, because he does have a very long range and he can do a lot of poke damage. And his auto attacks hit very hard. Yeah, they're slow, but they hit hard, especially if you're squishy with no healer. Ow. So even if I don't love playing against this guy, I don't think he's too crazy broken, and I'll admit I like playing him. I like playing him. There's certainly worse heroes in the game in terms of playing against them. That's all I'll say. Anyway, let's go Hanzo.
With every death comes honor. With honor, redemption.
And when I say Hanzo, I mean that as a verb. Like a verb. Like we're talking, let's go Hanzo. Like it's like a thing you do on a Saturday night. I hope my volume isn't too high, because it was too high for my last video, and I feel like it might still be. Oh, hey, we're on my map. It's my map, and their team. Okay. We just the Artanis and Abathur is scaring me a little bit, but as Artanis and Joanna as well. Joanna? I don't know. Well, Abathur's always a weird matchup with Hanzo because you have one of your picks at level 1 is to go for this Q quest, which is hitting every hero 3 times. And then it gives you increased range and damage, I mentioned it. But with Abathur, you can't reliably hit Abathur with a Q. He's not going to be in the fray, so I guess that talent is kind of out of the question. I mean, I could pick it, but I'm probably never going to complete it. Unless the Abathur is very bad. Or I act extremely suicidally. W doesn't feel great here either because there's not a ton of walls on this map. Maybe it is the pickup. Maybe I could go for auto attack, but Artanis' blinds. And also Artanis Abathur, a single swap and my fucking life is over. I think I go W build.
Select a talent and prepare to attack.
How's our wave clear?
Have you prepared for the fight ahead?
Not that great.
My resolve has been tested
Not
again
that great.
and again.
Let's look around.
Today is no
Walls. Yeah, there's walls here. It's just there's a lot of space in between them. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be able to do something.
Battle
Hanzo is always kind of stressful because hitting your W is weird. Like, I mean, like,
5, 4,
look at that.
3, 2, 1.
That's an album. Sorry, folks, ADHD. That's an ability I put on quick cast on release as opposed to quick cast, because that does not work otherwise. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Oh damn it. Oh, lag. Just using that to poke away. Oh, that didn't hit anything. Bummer. More than anything, I really just like the rhythm of how this guy plays. We're gonna jump over a wall. Doesn't feel great, but we're doing it. And I'm gonna die anyway, aren't I? Ooh, no we're not. Lily heals. Blessed Lily heals. Tannis has been hitting a lot of swaps. Nope. Cutting 0 stacks. That's the one thing I want to play other things on Hanzo, but there's like always some problem with it. So you're gonna see a lot of whiffed W's. I said I like this guy, not that I'm good at him, mind you. Alright, there we go. 2 stacks. Missed Q. Like it. Oh, that sucks. Jump the wall. Second time. Same deal. Wait, I said Lily heals. What? 2 more stacks? Or, no, 1 more stack. Tyrande heals. I'm sorry, Tyrande. You don't look like a panda. You look like a night elf. Like someone who's gonna start killing people who come into your forest for no reason. Sorry, what am I talking about? Warcraft 3 lore? What? Hello. Hello, everybody. Oh, those were nice. You saw the damage that came out there. That was pretty good. Maybe I can toss an arrow? Nope. Nope. I'm trying to go for the kill on the sonic arrow, because I always forget, it does do damage. Thank you. Okay, so I have 8 stacks now, which is much better than where I was at before. I'm going to pick up explosive arrow. Gonna kind of place ourselves so that we don't die. Yeah. Yeah, grab that. I can soak. And get stacks. I love when they stand still. I would like to grab that.
The dragon hungers.
Just playing safe. Alright, I kind of want to back. Maybe I shouldn't. Nah, I shouldn't. I can grab a regen globe and move up. And get stopped by Abathur Mines. Yay! Alright, we're here. Picking this up really quick, not a bad idea. And unfortunately my scatter arrow contacted with Joanna, I believe. So not that good. And again, hit Joanna, so ugh, that sucks. Walking out of the path of the Nazebo zombie wall, hitting Artanis with some of those things, taking a lot of damage myself. Hitting one more scatter arrow and backing the fuck up. The explosive arrow, which you can see right there, does not explode upon contact with mercs, which is always interesting to me. So it's like, do I attack the merc or this guy? This guy. And getting hit by, getting blocked by that zombie wall there. Love it. Oh, that didn't work. Shit. When I get cooldown reduction on my W, oh, I hit him with like one arrow. I'm gonna drop that arrow there. We're gonna see Joanna coming. I'm gonna try to go for something. Nope, nothing there. And nothing there. Hanzo is all skill shots, so he's a very, you know, skill-based hero. A more elegant way to say that. Alright, never outmatched. Cooldown reduction. When we contact people with auto attacks, gonna give us a lot more damage in these team fights, because there have been a lot of auto attacks. This guy's blocking my wall to shoot arrows off of. Nice hit on the Lily there. Kind of threaded that needle pretty nicely. And did not hit anybody with more than one scatter arrow there, but I did hit people. Ooh, frenetic. And as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage. Do we want to go for this? I would like to go for this. Tyrande. Let's go. Thank you, Tyrande.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Like, this is a much better pickup at this moment in time, just because the samurai is going to be stopped. Samurai is best before objective. Before. Okay, we're at full mana, so not time to be typing. Time to be moving out into the fray. We have 18 stacks, so we're going to be getting more arrows. We can do 2. I don't know the timing, so I'm not going to deny. Maybe that guy knows better than I do.
Now you die.
I don't. I'm not going to push in on this Artanis. It's pretty. This guy literally. Come on, like I didn't see you coming. Come on, don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. I saw you. There we go. Everyone's blocking my arrows from hitting minions. Jerks. Not there. Now we don't have 10 quite yet. But we are close. I pick up Dragon's Arrow. Drop a turret. Not hitting anything with that angle, unfortunately. I'm getting hurt quite a bit. And not getting much of anything. Alright, we lost that, which sucks because we did have the talent tier advantage. Throw some arrows out and poke, and do not much more than that. Oh well. Samurai's up in 1:30. Turret is up in 45 about. Maybe I shouldn't have left my team there? I don't know. I don't know. You can push in on this building a bit. I mean, I'm here already, so, you know, what you gonna do? You're gonna throw some Abathur shit at me. Okay. I have Dragon's Arrow. I would like to go for this. Not sure if there's time. Oh boy, we are fighting this, though. So, I can move in on the side. Hopefully. Great. Arrow there. See, I can't jump over that wall right there. I can jump over that wall. That did absolutely nothing. That's a cooldown. I'm gonna tap. And hopefully get a heal from Taranga. At some point. You know, I do have essentially what is full health. I have a Dragon's Arrow, so we could do... No, we're not there for it. No use in tossing out a Dragon's Arrow. That's not going to contact anybody. Gonna step back a little bit, and... Oh, the auto attack removal sucks. Okay. Killed him. Fortunately, Johanna's right on top of me. She could have absolutely killed me there. Her leaving is just weird. Fortunately, can't stop him, I don't think. I don't have... I want to be careful. Not too low health, but not high health either. Just gonna use that to clear waves instead of poke heroes because, honestly, at this point, any damage we do to them is not killing them. Alright, moving on. We want to go for this? If we can get 2, we just did an objective, so... Yep, hey Muradin, I'm on your side. I believe you. So, like, you want to hit him with as many of your arrows as possible. And kind of do that shotgun style. I say we Dragon's Arrow this fucking dick! Nope, nothing. Absolutely awful. Ow. Nothing. No, he poked him. Same principle as the samurai. My Dragon's Arrow will be up for the next objective. Oop. Yrel will probably be fine. Right? Yrel can get out of anything. He's Yrel. Jerks. Not there. Ain't there. Oh. I can't believe that missed. Okay, we're fine. We do want to defend this. I actually think it's, in this case, better to hit a minion. It's better to hit anything than nothing. Delita? Come on. There's no objective there. So, not sure why we're pinging. Okay, I did look at these. I didn't really know which talent to pick. I'm gonna pick up mounted archery. I know I probably could have gotten this turret a bit faster than I did, but I can go for it. Go! Okay, we were not there for it. Alright, that was a waste of a heroic. Ooh. But they also dropped their turret, so... I want to be careful with the Artanis rotating around. Drop a turret right now. Not hit anything with that. They fought in that for quite a while, so I feel like it did good damage. And Artanis walked directly. And we jump the oh, that's right. I mount immediately. Pond. I can't stay here. So, no health. Oof. Oof, 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 oof. Can hurt him a little bit, but we can't do much. I have Dragon's Arrow in 1 second. Can we go for it? Boom! Oh, that was a nice one. And it still was not quite followed up on. It's okay, I get my team was kind of in the process of disengaging there. Yeah, we go for this. I'm okay with that. Even without the increased minion merc damage, you can see how much, like, how much damage I do to that samurai by hitting it, by shotgunning it with as many scatter arrows as possible. Unfortunately, do not have Dragon's Arrow right now. Our team is not quite here. We're all very close to 16. No No one's home. No one's home again. Alright. They do have 16. Yeah. You can back up for 1 second. Like, literally 1 second. That's all. Okay. I'm gonna pick up piercing. Piercing arrows. Yeah. Oh well. Our Toronto got. Ain't trying to do this. Yeah, I'm not. Oop, 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 oop. I believed. Okay. Just trying to do damage here. Oh! Maybe that wasn't as good of an arrow as I thought it was. Maybe I should actually save it for when the, jump over the wall. Boom. Euro, you and I both, girl. We just did the same exact thing. We'll save arrow for Healy this time. Alright. These guys are being angry. Oh, that's a Taranda in a bad position. Taranda did not walk back, but because he didn't walk back, he died. I picked up Piercing Arrow. Oh, that was good damage! Fabulous. Alright, we're gonna use that just to... Can I, like, drop a middle finger emote, like, please? Anyway, as I was gonna say, I mounted so I could get around faster. I think those guys can get this. Anyway, I picked up Piercing Arrows, which is a great ability. Oh boy, are we okay? I can't believe I missed. Okay. Embarrassing, honestly. Piercing Arrows, it's great. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay. What does and does not hit a mine? An absolute science. Science that makes no damn sense. Alright, we're here. A little bit scared. I think we're having a fail stat moment. I think we're having a fail stat moment. Great arrow. Ha ha ha. Piercing Arrow, it's really good at a lot of things. It makes team fights easier and also helps with weight clear, and it does a lot of very good things. There's a giant killer talent, a giant slayer talent that can also do some pretty cool stuff. I've used it. It's neat, but I like the Piercing Arrow better. Look at that. Like, I think it explodes like twice for that. Hello, everybody. And... wow, everybody's coming. I didn't know we weren't... okay. My bad, I guess. I wasn't going to use a Dragon Arrow there because there's no real point. I was probably going to die anyway. So that's just my bad. Completely zoning out, trying to talk about Piercing Arrows. If you hit everyone with Scatter Arrows, the improved Scatter Arrows with Giant Slayer, I should watch what's happening. Even if I'm not watching. Y'all can. What are you... every time with the false stat. Seems like he's not dying, which is good. Muradin might, though. These guys are going very hard here. Okay, I'm back in like... ooh, I have a scatter. I have an extra Dragon Terror. It's gonna be great. Okay, I only hit Artanis, unfortunately. Oh, that sucks. Can't really move. Yikes. Not a great scatter arrow there, but we got Artanis, so... overall, things turned out fine. Damn it. Not the thing. If I can jump this wall, I can mount. But unfortunately, people are dead, so... people are dead. Families have been torn apart. And it's not the time to continue chasing at them. If you upgrade this if you pick Giant Slayer and hit everyone with the single and hit someone with this all the arrows, it'll do 10% of their total health. In addition to all the rest of the damage it will do. It's kind of cool. That's all I'm trying to say. Goodness gracious. Oh, ow. Ooh, gosh. You can hat that thing? What kind of unholy shit? Just poking away. Tronda's doing great healing. Tronda needs mana. We can defend.
Select a talent.
There's a couple of cool talent.
Core is under attack.
Deal with that. Alright. Are they pushing in? They are, but it's a slow process to get there. I think I pick up Bullseye, which gives you a stun on your E.
Enemy is attacking your core.
We're not gonna... Like, guys, I don't have a... Like, I am being completely zoned out by this Rotanis, which really sucks. Kinda needed a tank there. Oy, I needed a tank there, and I feel like we didn't have one. Tyrande and I both.
Enemy killing fire.
That isn't a good game, though. Not necessarily. I mean, it certainly could be, but it isn't necessarily. Okay, if we die here, certainly. We're not safe to stand here, because... Anyway, Bullseye turns our Sonic Arrow into this fast-moving thing that stuns people upon contact. Let's see if we can do it. Nope. Jerk. Oh boy. Ouch. Ooh, wow, it's a lot of damage coming out. It really does seem like the end. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die too. No, I will not. The game will end before I will. Oh well. GG. HH. 1 H short of a Paul Levesque.
MVP.
Yeah, did their gazebo fully stack? No, he did not. He had this thing. He had spiders, though. Spiders hurt a lot. Of course he didn't fully stack. Oh, he did pretty good, though, for Hanamura, though. Did pretty good for that. Tyrande gave her best with those heals. She did a lot. Yeah, she did a lot. Anyway. I think we saw of Hanzo what I wanted to show of Hanzo. Oh, sorry, needed a stretch there. It does a lot of poke damage. I think we saw that. I think we saw people getting hurt by the scatter arrow. We saw the arrow and how that thing works at its best. You didn't see too much follow-up to those big stuns. But those big stuns may have been too eager for a engagement that wasn't there. For an engagement that wasn't there. A engagement. Incorrect. Anyway, today I went a very standard build for me, for the world, probably, which is simple geometry, which is getting extra scatter arrows once we complete the quest. This for wave clear, which, you know, 84,000. Pretty good. Like, certainly pretty good. We got more than Falstad, which doesn't feel right somehow. But, you know, no judgment zone. And we picked this to do more scatter arrow stuff in team fights. Mana reduction and also cooldown reduction. Dragon's Arrow, because I like it better than Dragon Strike. Mounted Archery. For a quick mount. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, this reduces the cooldown of Summon Mount by 2 seconds. That's interesting. I never knew that. I just knew that we gained extra movement speed when we mounted, and that using the trait automatically mounted you. Cool, I like that. Piercing Arrow for the Pierce, of course. I described why that's cool. And then this, because I didn't feel like the global was going to get any use. even though I generally think at level 20, the global is better. Like in most instances. Because not only can you, like, exploit how much better having a 2-second duration stun is than a 0.5 second duration stun by being further away, you can capitalize by being at the fight after doing that stun, as opposed to just being somewhere else far away. But I didn't think I would get use out of that, so I picked this, and I didn't hit a single one. Oh well. This just gives you a lot of jumping. I've never needed this. But if you want to pick this thing, this is a good upgrade to pick for that. It's kind of one of the only reasons to pick that heroic, in my opinion, which banking on a heroic you get at level 10 for an upgrade you get at level 20 is suspect, but that's another story for another day. Anyway, Hanzo. Oh, fuck. I don't know what this guy does. Well, GG.